In the Anchorage School District, we are implementing PBIS, which means Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports. What this means is that we are aligning our behavioral supports in all of our schools, pre-K through 12, with an evidence-based framework to plan and ensure that we're meeting kids' needs. We want to make sure that adults are consistent and proactive to support students and to create a consistent, safe, positive, and predictable place for students to learn. So what does this mean in schools? It means that schools are defining what their behavior expectations are. So perhaps it's be safe, be responsible, be respectful, and they're teaching those specifically and explicitly to students. Then when students are showing those behaviors, we want to make sure that we're reinforcing that behavior, telling them when they're doing a great job.
The expectations from classroom to classroom. Sure, each teacher has their own personality, and that is part of learning too in middle school. You have 7 different teachers and how different teachers' personalities are, but in the foundation, again, it's all grounded in those 3: be kind, be safe, be responsible. Whether it's a science class or social studies class or PE, they know what to expect.
But we know that students aren't going to always do what we teach them to do, so we want to make sure we have a consistent response when students are not doing those things. So the adults aren't just reacting, but they're responding. They know what to do, they can stay calm and consistent when students aren't meeting those expectations.
Especially this year, there are lots of, they're doing labs for the first time that they've never done before, and so lots of reteaching and having the support of other people saying, okay, I'm reteaching this thing today. It might not be the same thing that I'm reteaching, but we're all practicing this reteach, reteach, reteach. Don't get mad, reteach.
As a specialist myself, I appreciate it because when the kids come to me, I don't have to learn every teacher's ins and outs of how they structure things for their kids, because we all just have the same general structure, and so they can come in and they kind of move very fluidly throughout our school because all the adults are working on the same page, and it really lets the kids, there's no surprises for the kids. They know what is going to be expected of them no matter where they are.
So we're tracking with data both what adults are doing and what's happening with kids.
One of the great things that our PBIS team does is ongoing professional development, where we are able to look at staff needs as well as data that comes in for behavior that students are showing, and we're able to look at supporting our teachers with adding tools to their toolbox, if you will, to support and teach those expected behaviors for students.
The majority of the PBIS work that is teamed is we have an actual PBIS committee that has faculty and staff that's a pretty good cross-section of our faculty, to include security, our psychologists, and then other members of staff, as well as a few administrators. And then we also work with our department chairs, so that's the leads for all of our subject-specific departments.
It really bonds us all together. So we all have a common purpose and a common goal that we're working towards. We use the same language, same expectations. So as a school, our kids are our kids, and they can expect the same thing from all the adults they encounter.
It's been a lot because, there's a lot of initiatives happening, but I am so happy that we took this on, and I'm looking forward to, supporting other schools as they go on this journey of PBIS.